The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 16. Get the Nasdaq down 18. S&P's are flat. Gold's up $10.10 at 11.80. Silver's up 40 cents at $17.24. You have the oil market down 64 cents, $50.29. Oil numbers this morning, Tom, 10:30. Right. Action, no doubt. Bonds, you get the 10-year note up 8 ticks, 124.23. 30-year bonds up 26 ticks, 151.02. Good old King dollar's down $1.25 at a 100.405. We got the euro trading at 174. The yen's at 113. Bottom line, you get volatility. You get Trump saying he's going to bring down drug prices, and it takes the IBB down $10 in about a heartbeat. And it had to go fill a gap anyway. But bottom line, instead of watching the TV, people are going to be on the trumpet tweets to see what's going on. Sure. You know what, folks? The place to go is on TD Ameritrade swim lessons every day at 12 o'clock, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. You want to really understand how these markets move? You want to understand options upside down? Kevin Hinks, Scott Connor, amazing show. You can get it right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. And if you haven't test drove the Thinkorswim platform, folks, come over to our website. It's a great platform. It's an amazing platform, actually. It's just great. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, guys.
Morning, Kevin.
A day that will live in infamy, guys.
Yeah, December 7th, 75 years ago.
That's right. How's everybody doing?
Doing great. You know what's so crazy about that? So listen, it's really wild about that is that when I think about actually how old I am, and then my father was in World War II, and he was in Guam, and then, all these people, they just came back, he got married and had kids. Sure. I mean, it's kind of, I was looking, I says, man, this is a trip how you can go from a world war to then building a country. And they went pretty quick, man.
The war was over. Time to celebrate, right?
They did, man.
My father was in the Battle of the Bulge with Patton.
Wow. Serious? I know, man. And it's pretty amazing, actually, because when you're a young kid, you don't realize that all that just happened. But now I'm looking back and saying to myself, oh, that was only 10 years before I'm born. That's like nothing.
Yeah, there's a lot of history.
It really
very recent.
It's amazing to think of this country's history and how these, they really do call that generation the greatest generation. Yeah. And I believe them when they say that.
I agree. There's no doubt, man. You're talking about everyone was killing everyone. My God.
There's a lot going on.
But how about this oil market, Tom? What do you think?
I
think there's we said it on yesterday's swim lesson show. I think that Russia and OPEC have a relationship where they went out on a date and OPEC is waiting for Russia to call them the next day, and Russia's not calling.
Yeah. Well, I saw the story this morning that what's happening, folks, you have the official price of oil. Then you have what OPEC is really pushing it out in Asia right now. And they're discounting it. And, the story out here this morning was, as you were saying, that they're going to discount it unless they get that call. You bet, that's the mantra that they're saying. Let's put it that way. Right.
There's so many pieces of this OPEC agreement that have to fall in line for it to work. It's not surprising to me that oil's backing off here for the last 2 days.
I agree. I mean, I wasn't in the market when, that first Arab embargo was there in 75 or whatever that was. But since I've been in the market, man, I've heard a million times you're supposed to have a deal, and I've never seen a deal.
Right.
That's like 30 years. It's like, really? Okay.
And Tom, from trading futures, right, and me from trading the grains, rumors are something you constantly have to deal with.
No doubt.
Right?
No doubt.
We deal with them in the grains. It seems like every single month you deal with some type of rumor coming from South America in the grains. There's a strike on the docks in South America or something like that. But as we say on swim lessons all the time, even though if it is a rumor, you still got to trade it.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
If you lose a bunch of money because of a rumor, well, then you weren't ready for the rumor.
It
right?
doesn't
You've got
matter.
to always be prepared. That's right.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. And
so you got to learn how, even if you don't believe it, you still got to learn how to trade it.
You absolutely do. And, folks, of course, I'm prejudiced. We're prejudiced because we love TD Ameritrade swim lessons. But the fact is, they actually teach you every single day. And one of the aspects, you and Scott last week, you were talking about the ad. We've all seen the ad on TV, folks. The lady and the guy out to dinner. It's an Interactive Brokers ad, okay?
Yes.
And it's what's so surprising. I was thinking about this morning, Kevin, right? What's actually so surprising, because Interactive Brokers, these are good brokers, okay? But the bottom line, that ad is not a good ad because they're saying that the lady can get all her hedges on when the market's crashing. It's like, what are you, crazy, man? That's, I mean, and that really says a lot about the education aspect of what swim lessons does versus what, the mantra is, and that's the financial business, unfortunately. Do you know what I mean? It gets put out there. But
right, and you remember what I said during that conversation was, they should be taking their hedges off.
Exactly.
Not putting them on now.
It's and the next time, listen to it the next time, folks, because it's important. It's important because if we're all going to get educated and have a chance to make money, guess what? You need the good foundation. 12
You
o'clock.
want to be the hammer or the nail?
That's right, brother. Like it. Right here, 12 to 1. Kevin, you have a great day and a safe day, man. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, you have the NASDAQ, the Dow is up 22. You get the NASDAQ down 9. S&Ps are up 2. We have gold up 10.20. And bottom line, folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, come over to our website. You'll see the banner on the top of the side. You can test drive this platform. You can follow along with us as we trade these defined option contracts, particularly on Wednesday, oil day.
That's right.
So
Wednesday.
let's see what we got here.
So here's a chart of oil. We're looking at the January contract. We're trading at 50.35.
Okay.
So we have the news coming out with the inventory numbers at 10:30.
Yeah.
So the first thing I pulled up was the 11 a.m. spreads. So these are going to be $1.50 total. So
Okay.
about $150 in total pie of the whole thing.
Yep.
And, you know, we're always looking where we could get, if we're trading both sides of it, which we
Yes,
like to
which
do
we
recently,
want to do. Yeah.
where we can get the floor and the ceiling of the two different spreads lining up at the same point, really where the market would be. And right now, the best point on the 11 a.m.s is going to be 50.50, where we're 15 to 17 cents away.
Okay.
So just to give a glimpse of what that's going to be. Now, you know, right now the market's 17 cents under that. So the one that's to the downside,
Yeah.
that's going to have value in it.
That's
Intrinsic value that you're going to have to pay for, unfortunately,
Okay.
plus the premium, right?
good. Yeah.
So right now,
That's $33.
yeah, and realistically, the market's at 50.33, right?
Yeah.
So
half of that.
That's 17, so about 17 cents in premium.
Yeah.
And in the same way, you're going to get basically this side's going to be just premium, so that's going to be like $15.
Okay.
So you'd be looking at $48. So 48 cents away from this 50-50 point, right? Now, I'm just going to take a quick. Now, that's what I was. You know, you
We're gonna look at
jump
the 12
around,
too.
right?
That's good.
Because
No,
what happens
totally.
with the 12 is that we're actually 7 cents away from where we could get in, because
Okay.
50.25 lines up. So let's just try that.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So here's 50.25 to the downside.
Okay.
Would be selling here, and 50.25 to the upside, and that's actually only a couple bucks more, because there's no.
Isn't it less? $49?
No, that's the other one. I believe is going to be like about 48, 47. We pulled
Okay.
up. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, but what's interesting there, you can see, is you have a full extra hour. Now that could be good or bad. You know,
But it's probably good,
but
really.
It's probably
No.
good if you're looking
Right.
for a day of volatility,
Right.
and you could get in, because it's creeping back up actually as we speak. Where now it's almost going to be, the same about 49. So that's something to consider in the same respect. And let's just take a look at the dailies since we're jumping around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like the dailies just won't line up close enough. You know,
Okay.
where $51 is going to be the only point, which is a good 70 cents
Okay,
away.
so now let's bring up the oil contract. So I got to make sure I get the January contract, though, right?
Correct.
CLF. I think this is February. 1 second. No, good. Okay, that's the January. Okay, so let's see where we're at this morning. So thus far, okay, so you came down nice. We have so we got to a low today of 50.15. I got volume down there. Okay, that's good news. So,
I mean, if you're really, you know, even more bearish, then maybe the 11 a.m. Trade makes sense, because you have the 17 cents of intrinsic value in the negative one.
okay,
You know, so when it comes to a break-even point, it's going to be so, and that's something to think about, right? So
That's cool you're bringing
pivot
this
point,
up.
Your pivot point. Let's jump back to Nadex, right?
yeah,
On the 11 a.m. ones, which are back here,
yeah,
is 50-50.
okay,
So while it's a similar risk or reward
yep,
to your break even to the downside,
right,
to the downside is going to be a full 49 cents away from that. Does that make sense? Yes, right. So
Right.
here's 50-50. So your break even is going to be just about $50, whereas the 12 o'clock it's actually to the downside. It's going to be 25 cents lower.
Okay.
See, because it's going to have to be 49. So if you're actually bearish, this might not be a bad trade.
No, we want to do that one.
The 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a couple of each, right?
Okay. So again,
because my take is that we'll do them first so we can get them off. But my take is that we're going to go down to the highs of where we that strength from the OPEC meeting, which is not that far, but it's enough that I shouldn't lose money on it. And then, because when I'm looking at this, okay, I believe I'm going to get a movement. I'll wait till you finish the.
It's done. So
we got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I go back to the.
And then, again, if you're doing these, I would just check and make sure that,
Right.
your open positions versus your working orders, that both of them get executed.
Right. And well, actually, since we're there, I guess. No, here, let's do the oil one first. And I'll go back to show you what I did this morning.
Perfect.
So when I'm looking at oil, now this would just be a natural retracement, too, which is kind of nice. See that 49.90?
Yes.
That's like, okay, that's where the strength was. It's like, okay, so they can get down there, and that would get me almost break even. That's
Yeah, that would
right.
that would get you definitely below break, as in that would be a profit because that would be a profit.
Exactly, and that's where the difference came in that you're picking the 11 o'clock one
Right.
too.
Because in the 11 o'clock one, our pivot point's going to be 50-50.
Yeah.
So you got the 50 cents to make up.
Right.
So you make up all your money to the downside once you get to $50.
Right.
Versus the other one's going to be, it was going to be 50-25, and you would have needed the same 50 cents about it.
Exactly. So if we go back over the Nadex, I'll show you. Now this morning, folks, I was actually going to go long gold, but I was thinking, when I was looking how these lining up, this is almost the same trade. I decided to go long the euro.
That seems to be working out in the last 5 minutes.
It's working out. And the reason being is that by now, if you've been listening to us, that I like these when you're very close to the box. And the euro trade this morning.
To the floor of the ceiling.
To the floor. And I was very close to the floor, and I was risking only $17 a contract.
So this is 107.3
Yes.
to 109.8.
Right.
And so 107.3 is like right here.
Yes.
That's going to be the floor.
Right.
And let's just see, your trade time was about 8:09.
Yeah.
So right here, 107.3, literally right at the floor.
Right.
So you're paying no intrinsic value.
Right.
That's why that's nice. You're paying all premium.
Right.
And it looks like you got in at 107.47.
Right.
So it's going to be 13 ticks, which is the difference, right, between 107.3
Yes.
and 107.47.
Right.
So, and you're getting in at 13 ticks, and it looks like, how big is it's
3 o'clock this afternoon. I bought 10 contracts.
Yeah. So I was just looking per
I was
contract what.
$17 I was risking.
Yeah. So it's $250 is the entire pie. That's
Yeah.
what, you got to know what the entire pie is worth.
Exactly.
That's the way to break it down.
Right.
So you're risking what? You're risking 17. Is that what you said?
$17.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then the other side of that 250 is all potential profit.
Right.
And right now you can see each one's worth $32.
Right.
So already that's
Right.
pretty good. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. With until 3 p.m. there, which is nice.
Exactly, and that was that's the same. So picture that's the same trade, and that's with your that's the same trade whether being short the dollar or long gold.
Yeah.
But when I was lining these
similar.
up, that was the best risk reward I could find for what I liked at that particular time. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are going to be coming right back with these oil numbers for you. Dow right now is up 17, Nasdaq's down 8, S&Ps are up 2.5. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So we get crude inventories fell 2.39 million barrels, EIA says.
It looks like the median estimate was about 1.5 million barrels. So about 800,000 barrels less. And the market's trying to figure out what to do with it right now.
Yeah, you had a small spike to like 50-50,
yeah.
And then one down to 50-20, and right now you're at 50-37.
Yeah. So we'll see how it shakes out.
Staying right in the middle. So let's see if we can get that live feed. There we go. Sure. 50-51. Let's see. Whoops. Wrong one there, too. Interesting. Okay, let's go top live. CLF7.
Oh, it's not typing.
Okay, thanks. CLF.
Nope. Back it up.
Okay.
There we go. Go for
CLF7. Top live. Here we go. Okay, so crude oil inventories fell. Distilled inventory rose 2.5 million barrels. Gasoline is up 3.4 million.
Yeah. It's amazing how you could probably watch this feed all day, right? In terms of gasoline demand is in here. Gasoline demand fell. U.S. fuel demand fell. So it's not just the inventories. It's always interesting.
Yeah.
You know, demand is a big part of this.
It is.
Output. You know, that doesn't... Output fell. Jet fuel demand fell.
That's a big...
That's gas.
Yeah.
So... And that's where, you know... You see... I'm just trying to read it as we go through, but yeah, you see, you know, gas can be affected differently from crude oil as they break down the gas demand, gas surplus, gas output.
There's no doubt. U.S. So let's go back to the contract. Let's see. Here we go. This one, right?
There you go.
So we're at 50-48. Now that's not a good scenario for me.
That's not a good scenario.
No, it's not.
That's almost the worst case scenario.
Right, right. Because
50-50 is the pivot point that, you know, is going to be your floor and your ceiling. So you need movement away from that point. Now again, right away we're already 10 cents, you know, away from it. You have about 49 cents in total risk per contract on both sides.
Right.
Combined. So you need either $50 or $51. So you need 50 cents in movement prior to 11 a.m.
Okay.
See where it shakes out.
Tick, 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 tick.
The clock is going.
The clock is ticking, baby.
Half hour.
Okay, let's go take a look at the market out here. So you had the NASDAQ reject lower price out here. NASDAQ was down, the futures were down 20, now they're only down $4.50. $4.50, that is. Let's go over to the IBB. So the IBB is down 992. Wants to fill up that gap. The gap is 265, and you're at 264. These gaps are important, folks. When you get a gap like that, man, when it comes back, it's vicious. Isn't it just amazing? It's amazing that the stock can gap that high. You know, when we're talking.
It is. Now that's the election, so.
Oh yeah, but it's
right,
yeah,
right. But that's what happens on big news days.
We closed at 261 and opened the following day, folks, at 282. That's the IBB too.
Yeah.
The IBB is psycho. No two ways about that. Let's go and take a look at the NQ. So NQZ6, that was down like $20. It got to a low of 47.63 and rejected lower price. This thing still wants to try to get up and tuck its nose in under these highs. And the cash S&P, let's see if that's hit it yet. So the cash S&P, it's 22. Oh, look, it's right next to it. 2214.10 is your number, folks. We've hit 2213.97. And this so here, I better get a look at the futures, because this number, that cash number, folks, is a delayed number on my Bloomberg. It's amazing. These people are just never satisfied making millions.
Fees.
Want exactly. And the cash used to always be free, and then they decided, no, we're going to charge you for the cash every month. I said, see you later. I can get cash anywhere. USZ, what did I do? ESZ6. So the number here we're looking for is 2213.75. Oh, look at this, 2213.25 will fit.
50 cents.
Yeah. Now, what did start moving yesterday, which is you want to keep your eye on. Oh, I think I got oil going with me, Tom. I think we got action.
I think you might be right.
There she is. How cool was that? Okay.
Yeah. So right away, this is where you're beginning to break even towards the downside.
Okay.
And you got 24 minutes remaining.
Right.
Not bad. That was quite a 6 minutes.
Yeah. And if we go over to
you were looking at
the NYA, because what happened yesterday, folks, is the NYA, it's not close to its highs, but it took out the consolidation that has been in going all the way back to July, yesterday. Now, we'll take a look at this, because it's going to be intriguing to see, is the market going to basically wait now for the NYA to catch up? Isn't this crazy?
Yeah.
So the high in the NYA, folks, is 11,254. That's still a long way. It's 254. But it's impressive that, it laid there, and being a bear, I wasn't making a case out here that there was something wrong with that, but I was always watching it like, hey, This is way underneath it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's come quite a ways, yeah.
It does. And particularly, folks, after the small caps just, will not stop, man. They're laying down today, but those small caps, man, they just continue to break highs. Let's go into the Dow. We'll see what the strength is versus the weakness out here. So the strength, Goldman Sachs up 0.8, DuPont up 0.8, American Express up 0.8, Cisco up 0.7, Pfizer is down 2.7, Johnson & Johnson's down 1.8, Merck's off 1.6, and GE's down 0.5%. Inside the NDX 100, what we have, the strength out here is
Western Digital.
Thank you. Western Digital is up 6.5%. JD.com's up 3%. Micron's up 2.4%, and Mondelez is up 2.3%. Taken away from it, Illumina, Biotech down 5%. Mylan's down 5%. INCY is down 4.7%. What's this one? Oh yeah, Share PLC. That's a big European drug maker. Down 4.6. So bottom line is that There's some real action out here, no doubt. But this market looks to me that that S&P wants to get tested. Now the real question is going to be like, does the S&P get tested, and then they wait for their friend from the NYA? This is where patience comes in, man.
Yeah.
It's vicious. It's really vicious, man. Oil. I'm catching a bid here on oil.
Oh yeah. Let's
It
go
looks
back
like.
to it. No, you're catching a bid, just not to the upside.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 49.96.
Yep.
Now, what's going to be intriguing is that, what Kevin was talking about here earlier, and the story that I was telling him about, that was on Bloomberg this morning. And it was like,
Yeah,
so
I saw it. I think it was particularly the Saudis selling their oil at 75 cents below.
Yeah.
And
Right.
yeah, that's a real deal, right?
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We'll be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow up 11. You get the NASDAQ down 12. S&Ps are up $1.50. Last night, folks, Basil was kicked off his workshop. Great workshop.
He sure did.
Hour and a half.
Yeah.
Have to love it, man.
I was watching most of it in there myself.
Yeah.
Of course, here in the office, but I plan on watching the other two.
Totally.
Definitely. Let's just jump back and take a peek. Yeah, so $49.95. We'll see where it shakes out. You were saying you're watching that $49.90 price area?
I am. Because what happens at the $49.90, folks, is that is where at first I thought it was going to go to. Now, with the danger pot, which I was just saying to Tommy at the break, is that was the strength from the OPEC meeting, okay? That's the highs of the strength, 49.90 to be exact. Now, if you're watching this hasn't ticked down
there.
there
Yes, 15
because
minutes
it's old.
delayed, so we're still 2 minutes away from the news technically on that chart.
Right. So what happens here is that's the point that, it got to 49.80, which is good, but I need that to dig into that bar, because if it doesn't dig into that bar, you can get a rejection right there, So we'll see where this, look at it's
I know, right? We'll keep our eye on it.
Yeah, exactly.
You have 16 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah. And at this point here, though, that'd be breaking even anyway, right?
You would. Oh, yeah. If it stays right where it is, that's exactly, that's about break even.
Right.
Yeah.
So some of the higher volume stocks out here, let's take a look at this today. You have Bank of America is up 4 cents. You got, let's see, Pfizer's down 90. Wells Fargo's up 61. You got AK Steel up 26. Twitter's up 56. You got Western Digital up $4. That's the big move, no doubt about that. Some of the Dow stocks, what do we have? There we go. So you get IBM up 73, Honeywell's up 232. I already said, see, ExxonMobil's up 5. Yeah, let's go over to the XLE. So we see what the correlation is inside these oils with the XLE. Yeah, so the XLE, it had broken out on the 30th. But watch this, folks. I was looking at this on the daily versus what it's actually going into. And it doesn't look to me like this XLE is going to be able to handle the kind of supply line that it's coming into. So this is on the monthly. So on the monthly, what we did, and picture, like last month was a great month, all right? The XLE went from 67 to 75. It did 368 million shares, which is good. But guess what? Your supply line is 769 million shares and a billion shares. It's like, oh.
That's it?
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, it was good, but guess what? There's more supply there. And, that could stop it right in its tracks. So that's on the monthly. And of course, the monthlies, what does happen is that the monthlies take longer to develop. On the dailies, the way this is set up, it's like this is a test of the highs here. This gets into 75.12. Let's say you get a rejection today, it gets into 75.12.
Yeah.
How it comes down is going to make a big difference.
Sure.
If we go take a look at the XLE, no, the XLF, go into the financials for a second. That's a 22.24. Now watch, this is the same. This is the same type of setup, I believe. Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is big, 2.2 billion. But you're still coming in. Well, it's not as bad. You're coming into 3 billion. Okay, but bottom line, it's
Sure.
That is building. That's taking some of that supply line out. That's something to keep your eye on there big time.
Financials seem like they'll be doing all right for the foreseeable future.
Well, there's no doubt that less regulation,
rates are going up, regulations are going down.
If you want to just hear how bizarre this whole thing is, folks, okay, this is like, and I remember when this started, that I say, and this is just, we've been talking about, it's just part of the overhead right now. It blows my mind that this continues to happen.
Rate fixing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this morning, J.P. Morgan, here it is. Okay, so J.P. Morgan, HSBC, and Credit Suisse will find...
No, it's not Credit Agricole.
Okay, Credit Agricole will find $521 million for rigging the LIBOR benchmark. It's like, they rig everything.
Yeah.
It's like...
And so I guess they wouldn't participate. There were other banks that made a plea deal a year or two ago, and they didn't participate in that, and that's where this stems from. Yeah, $500 million. Yeah. And it's kind of just like a sub-story of anything else going on.
Nothing.
Right.
Nothing. The thing that's amazing, and this is what is sad about the aspect of kind of, I think, where society is versus what happens with the banks in general, is a lot of people just think, well, that's okay. That's how it's illegal. It's like they lock everyone else up.
I agree.
guess what? They don't lock bankers up. People get locked up, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like insane. It's like, do they actually teach this at school? I mean, I'd love to know this. Like, how does that work? You know?
Well, you don't have to teach when the people are in control of setting the rates and also trading the rates that you can set the rate and trade it and make all the money.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's get over and look at that gold contract. So gold is up $8.90 right now. And we're at 1178. Let's see how this first back down was happening. So it's not bad. So we spiked higher, folks, at 850 with 7,000 contracts. And right now we just come in and tested that, and that's good. With 2,400, and you have 2 minutes left in this 10-minute bar. So that's a good indication that you can still make 1182. But where you can actually go out here today, which is going to be, there'd have to be some heavier volatility, but it's the 1190 area from the highs of the Italy vote right there.
Yeah.
And what you had out here this morning, so you get the European Union meeting today. They're going to come out with an announcement tomorrow.
The ECB?
ECB.
Yeah.
And thank you. And so they're figuring that it should be, they've been buying 80 billion a month. Some analysts are saying, well, maybe they'll bring that down to 60. If they ever bring it down to 60, folks, you'll see the euro go to the moon and the dollar get crushed in about 2 seconds. Because this consensus is that, no, it's going to not only be carte blanche, but what's supposedly most people are thinking that it's going to extend way beyond March. Because March is right around the corner now.
Yeah.
Right around the corner.
It is.
Let's go take a look at the silver contract. So silver came right up to its higher range. I think it just about tagged it. So yeah, 727. That's the range it's got to get back in. It's actually 1724. 1724, but it has the volume behind this move today, which is impressive. And silver is always the cycle, man. Meaning that
it's quite a move, yeah. 34 cents.
Blows my mind how silver moves. I don't trade silver just because the moves are too quick. Yeah. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is up 15. Nasdaq's down $1.50. S&Ps are up 3.5. We're going to be right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648. 1 800 876 6648
It's 2016, and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Right now we have the Dow up 15. You get the Nasdaq down 1. S&Ps are up 350. We have the bonds. You get the 10-year note up by 10 ticks, 30-year bond up 27. And, of course, don't forget, folks, so we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. Then we're going to Thinkorswim headquarters, Chicago, for 12 to 1. Steve Rhodes, 1 to 2. Dave White, 2 to 3. I'll be back 3 to 5. And all that program you get right on your cell phone. TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV.
You got it, man.
Streaming is the way to go now.
It is. I do.
It has been for a long time, but the bottom line is that
I hit that TFNN.mobi and just drop the phone next to my
right
in my passenger seat.
Yeah, exactly.
And just listen to it as the radio.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it pops right through your radio.
You know, for some reason in my car, the Bluetooth struggles.
Okay.
I think it thinks my phone is asleep or something, so I just play it right through my phone and just listen to it.
Which is still cool.
It is.
I'm with you, no doubt. We'll see what kind of volumes we get out here today, folks. I expect it's going to be light volume again. These markets just want to test highs. That's the bottom line. What you want to keep your eye on is this. What I want to see how this shakes out is that I expect the Dow to continue like it's at highs, to continue like to go sideways. Yeah, I'll get 5 or 10 points as the S&P hits it. And where I'm not really clear yet is that, okay, on this NYA, are we going to have to, is it going to be a stretch that it's going to like wait another week before this hits the high? Do you know what I mean? We'll see. Because the NYA, you're at 10,993. 11,032 is a swing point. We hit 11,005. So it's going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out, because what we only do have is now we're down to 12 trading days before Christmas.
That's
12.
right. 12.
12. That's sick. Let's see what the oil contract's doing. I got 4 minutes inside the oil contract.
Okay, it's bouncing around pretty much at essentially break even for you.
I'll take the break even.
Yeah, you can see.
I want to make money on them, but this is going to be a longer term deal.
Yeah.
As we do this.
So you're looking at, all your value, of course, is to the contract that has the upside.
Yeah.
And you have about $98 in value between the two contracts, which is about what it cost. And we'll take a look. Let's see. Your average price was $50.20. Oh yeah, but I'm doing both. You just have to add them up. So it was about $49. Yeah.
All right. So we'll see where it shakes out. But we're gonna, between that and the commissions, we'll see after we get like good 50 of them under our belt where that is.
Definitely.
Right. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
No doubt.
And just for something like that too, where it's not a risk of an all or none. There's not as much variance in that, because you're going to make like $30 sometimes. You're going to make like $50 versus a binary. Sometimes if you just always let binaries expire either in the money or not, it's going to oscillate around your point sometimes, and you're either going to make 100 or lose it all.
Oh,
right?
I know.
So it's nice that you start to get an indication, I think, at a lower trading amount even, whether you get 20, 30, 40, 50 trades, you start to see how you're doing.
Right.
Versus if you're doing like an all or none, if you're trading something that it has in it a lot more variance, then you need more trades to make sure you're seeing a good number. Because because that was my point when we had the caller. I think it was Mike in Dallas. He was trading, and that's excuse me, because he's trading something with such variance where he's risking 80 to make 20, and he might be now he's using a stop, which is great, so that will decrease it. But if you're holding it until expiration, that's something where 50 trades I wouldn't feel comfortable, because you just might be unlucky in those 50 trades, and if you lose 20 of them out of the 50. You're going to be a massive loser when you're risking 80 to make 20.
Do you remember, like, it's a maybe about... We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Okay.
It's a beautiful thing.
Nice teaser for tomorrow's program.
Totally.
Get him back here.
Get
that down.
Get down. 2 minutes. Get down, boy.
You got a minute and a half.
You stay right there, folks. That man Basil Chapman's coming right back. Coming up. Have a great day. Have a safe day.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.